Backing down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Edey battling. Got it back. Edey dunks it with Minyama. Edey gonna take it. Oh. Edey is just dominating.
Turf toe.
Right. So Cam Spencer, Vince Williams. Those minutes are going to go to them. Mitchell, step back three. The game of Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight. Huge.
And that was what
Mobley, Merrill, Mitchell, Nance, and Tomlin. Larry Nance Jr. returning to Cleveland.
I saw Larry Nance Sr. before the game. So you didn't let me take the 22 to throw away there. Jaren can't get to it. You didn't let me at any point just jump in front of him and then fall down.
Right. Mobley in the lane. Merrill misses that three in the final minute. And the Cavaliers, the lead in the leather by 6. Mobley attacking. Mobley gets it back from Merrill. 3 on the shot clock. His 3 is off. Merrill. Grizzlies shooting just 39% in the paint overall. Chris Paul, that miss, and the rebound to Aldama.
They score right back as Coward goes end to end.
Levine already with 7. Murray driving, and we have a wedgie.
You see the bandage on that left hand. He has a
7, and the Clippers a 2-point lead. Leonard turns the corner, the familiar baseline jumper well off, and it's boarded by Cedric Coward. Look at Edey run the floor, and Coward going to the rack and finishing with a finger roll.
Nice play by Sanders. Tough pass to field for Zoo. Clippers have time. Edey steps out and blocks the 3 from Leonard.
The big fella gets all the way out to the corner to get the block that then starts to break for the Grizzlies. To say he has impacted.
Is 8 of 11 inside the arc tonight. Leonard drives. Oh, denied by Edey. Coward a pull-up 3.
Back, he's able to pull up and then here to the basket. Edey, denial of Leonard.
Kawhi is trying to take it and throw it down on Edey. Edey comes from behind. He's so long, gets a piece of it and blocks it. Again, watch, he's behind Kawhi, still manages to stay with it. And
he started to run down the floor. The ball carried him out to where he was.
Reith fakes on the 3, drives, and blocked by Edey.
That's great work.
On both ends of the floor. Morant, lob. Didn't I say something?
Physically put together than Evan Mobley, but the lob there. And this is just throw it up as high as you would like. And Zach Edey able to put it down for his first basket back this season.
Just a 6-second different shot clock and game clock. Throw it towards the rim. Edey looking to get to it was.
And Zach Levine to get immediate shots off of it.
Lob, Edey with the dunk. And a foul as well.
Vince Williams Jr. is looking like the old Vince Williams. He's healthy, and he's making timely plays for this Grizzlies team. Pinpoint pass. Zach Edey, all he has to do is put it down as an and-one opportunity for Big Maple.
Grizzlies 5 assists on 5 baskets, 4 feeds by Vince. Aldama, give back, Vince, lob for Edey!
He goes downhill. You see here, nice setup to Zach Edey for that lob to get the Grizzlies another highlight finish.
And he triples the Mavericks within 1. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is in, lob for Edey, not quite on target, and Edey gives it back. Consecutive starts, and as a starter, he's averaging 16 a game and a lob for Edey.
Better start from him, perfect from the field. And how about the up top to the big fella for a demonstrative finish?
Large man dunks. Timeout. Grizzlies by 7. 4 assists on 6 baskets.
The pass.
Lob for Edey, and we tie the game at 1:15. Timeout, New Orleans.
Barney, you see why it's fantastic at attacking the interior of this Pelicans defense. Not sell.
Jackson
nice
spins.
move.
Oh, goal. Should have been a goaltend. A lob for Edey, and it's all academic.
Well, you better get the 50.
Jaron one-on-one with a 2-7 to shoot.
Nice.
Brings it to Edey.
Anytime
Against the Clippers on Friday night. Vince lobs, Edey dunks.
big stays, just throw the ball.
On Friday night, he's 5 of 7. He's the game high scorer with 10 to go along with 7 rebounds and a block shot. Zach Edey has the Grizzlies with movement by Sacramento on that possession. Wells lobs it up and Edey banks it in. That is a large
With Jaren Jackson Jr. after that.
Grizzlies trying to punish the Kings in the paint. 34 paint points for Memphis.
Back and contest again.
Vince
The pass.
lobs for Edey. A 30-burger for the big fella.
Going and hunting rebounds on this end, but how about Vince? The setup, Edey, the finish. Shout out Canada.
30 and 17 with 4 here in the first minute and a half of quarter number 3. Vince lobbing, Edey dunks. From Merrill. Jackson and Mobley, a pick and roll. Edey rolls and dunks.
How about the big? Doing a good job looking ahead. How about this? Big to there's the screen, the roll, beautiful pass, keeps the ball high, finishes with authority. This is all textbook here from the 2-7. The Grizzlies, they don't want the zone to dictate the shots that they get. They want to continue to dictate their shots. Get steal by Zach Edey.
Go back in the paint. Big fella! Easy game, big fella!
Boy, listen, use it.
Thomas Isilo. Player or coaches talk about players having gravitational pull. He has gravitational pull literally and figuratively.
Rebound.
Yep, Edey out there with 3 fouls. Edey, well, he drew a foul and will go to the line with 16.9. If it doesn't go in, 14 might get it for you. Coward. Oh, wow. Oh, Edey! Timeout, Sacramento. Oh, my.
That is the second amazing catch for Zach Edey. Cedric Howard's falling down, just trying to get rid of the ball. Now, first it was the left paw. This was the right paw. Comes out to save this from being the 24th turnover for the Memphis Grizzlies, and Edey puts it down. The savior tonight, Zach Edey.
The right paw, the left paw, but the one commonality, they're both massive.
Both of them big paws, and and because of it, they turn into big baskets for the Memphis Grizzlies here late in this fourth quarter.
112-105, and Coward with the dish is third.
Carter Bryant, you saw there, above the rim.
Edey screens, pick and roll. Edey rolls in, could not finish, but a foul.
Done a better and better job of making this high-low pass.
It's Merrill. Jackson against Mobley. Got by him, put it up and in. And
I thought Jaron made a good move, just lost his balance on the reverse spin move.
Wells, baseline jumper's long, and
Force him to have to play inside the arc.
Edey screens. Vince has a driving angle. Oh. Vince has a driving angle, goes at Mobley, and Mobley.
Williams nearly had it knocked away by Fox. Gets into the paint, off 2 feet. That's smooth. Jalen Wells off the screen from Edey. Float. San Antonio back in front. Coward off the screen. Johnson goes down. Coward missed it short. Follows it up. Second chance. Jackson's 3 off the mark.
Sacramento off to the second worst start in franchise history through 15 games. A 3 by Coward.
Get back to the ball.
Almost expected a yellow flag to come out. Wells in the lane, hooking off glass. Jalen Wells back. Grizzlies 6 assists on 7 baskets, and Jalen Wells, the Sacramento native. Junior.
So he ran to the body of Edey, and then the outstretched arm there of Edey made the shot attempt that much harder.
Vince on a drive, off the glass, but too hard off the...
He's got to force Klay Thompson to be an off the dribble score, not stand still score.
Vince, wow, physical.
Watch Zach Edey. This is what he's done a good job of the entire game, of being able to clear out. Got away with a little bit of a hold there also. But listen, when your big guys battling inside, that little
3, he's on the floor now. Wells behind the Edey screen. Caldwell Pope, 4-3. Grizzlies in clutch games, just 2-5 this season. Coward, a top of the arc three. It's short for the Grizzlies. Jalen Wells on the floor. Jaren Jackson Jr. is off. Cedric Coward, foul line jumper, sends it and scores it. It's going to be on Conchar, I think.
See here, Cedric Coward, good job getting it.
It's 9 of the game with 3 3-point makes. Santi Aldama off the Grizzlies bench. Vince inside the elbow sends it and scores it.
What they've done here in the second half, the defense has stepped up immensely as Coward knocks down the jumper and
Williams Jr. works against Dunn, a very good one-on-one defender. Wells comes up firing from 3 and it's through.
Clearing so far, it's hard for him to get back defensively.
Coward sends it, scores it.
So I'll tell you, Barnes, this mid-ball usually goes up big time, but here, Cedric Coward, how about this? The pull-up. Zubac, lane.
Coward's repair, missing the 3. Vince in the paint.
Nice pull-up. Less than 3 minutes, they have 4 offensive rebounds. You see here, Vince getting to the free throw line.
So again, the Grizzlies already thin at point guard to begin with. They won't have Morant. Spencer for 3. Game. Vince, an open 3. Bango, down the well it goes.
6'6", 213 with a 7'2" wingspan. Was the 11th overall pick in the draft and showing you. Spencer, not this time.
If I had that at that young age, I didn't get that till I got the jersey.
a little bit later.
Yeah.
Big screen by Edey, softens up the defense.
Nice find, and then Edey able to knock it down, and they try to switch.
The scores table. Jaren was 6 early with a couple of 3s. He'll try another. He'll make another. Spencer for 3. Got it.
5 legs. Offensive rebounder puts that one back there as Vince misses that 3. Good tap out by Edey.
It was an Edey tap to 16-point deficit and went on to win the game. Vince casts a 3. Rebound, tempered. Cavaliers back within 4.
And because the 3 ball is so prevalent in their game, is Jalen Wells able to knock down.
Well, it's only the second one he's taken this year. Vince to an open Aldama. Bango!
I'll tell you, Vince, I'll tell you, G.G. Jackson making the most of these minutes here in this second quarter also.
Screen, Spencer drives, Aldama catch and shoot. Bango! Bigger board. Final minute, first quarter. Aldama, Jaren out of the corner. His 3 is off.
You have to try to force the issue some, partner, on some of these missed shots. Good find here.
KCP still with a hot hand. And a Jackson, Edey, Coward, Williams, and Conchar. Jitty will try a 3. Bango! John Conchar.
Send them that, and I'm done with Christmas.
Yeah. Hogsfly.com. Send rendezvous wherever you want to go. KCP for 3. Bango! Over to Rob. Aldama taps the rebound.
Keep an eye on James Harden, partner, just to see how well he keeps moving in this third quarter.
Wells wide open. Bango!
You cannot turn the ball over against this Nuggets team. They don't force turnovers during the game. Only 12. Nice move here, Edey.
Edey going right at Jokic and scoring.
Play off with Jamal Murray. We see the Grizzlies here early in this game. The spacing, not one defender able to get down and help. And Zach Edey did a great job.
Wells a little up and under against Batum. Edey. The hook drops in and a quick delivery to Edey for his first basket of the game. A good job. The arm wrap and there was no air in the whistle.
Kick out, nice quick deep pass. No hesitation there by Zach Edey.
Up a season high 34. Edey one-on-one with Eubanks. No double. Edey going to work on the baseline. Reverses it up and in. Big fella.
That Edey responded. He did not even take the shot, but how about this? Spin to the baseline. So big, I'm able to get.
Spencer, the delivery. Edey, one-on-one, hooks and hits.
Great find there.
Timeout, Sacramento Jr. out of the game to avoid a potential 4th foul. Shot clock down to 5. Jaren over the top. Edey, double team, turns to the bucket and banks it in, and the foul.
Got to use him, partner. He is a weapon. Nice screen. And when he is rolling to the basket, because I said it before, his roll is between the dotted line and the defensive restricted area. It's very hard for someone to now stop him going towards the basket. That's with 3.
Delivery to Edey. The hook is in.
Take it right to the bigs out of the locker room. They go Edey first, and then they run it back.
Edey against Reynaud. Backs him down. A late double.
Do it,
is in. 20 and Landale in.
Patience. The double team tries to come from the baseline. No way to base.
29% of their points. That's the 4th fewest in the NBA. Edey deep position on Cornette. Hooks and hits.
Left part. So you play the passing lane. Don't give Champagny the wide open 3 in the corner. Just maybe a late contest with Fox, but he knocks it down.
Edey, another hook, another hit.
I told you, partner, he said he feels like here again. Zach Edey, look at the post position, partner. I told you always top of the defensive restricted area. No defense for that. And again, this time again gets himself to that same position. Right, to earth. And they're coming back to earth here at this point. Nice find.
Edey against Cornette. Hooks and hits again. Edey with 9.
So this is almost. See the pass inside. Edey.
Octavius Caldwell-Pope and Cam Spencer. Edey backing down, hooking, and gets another one to drop in. 11.
This is what we are seeing and what we have seen these last 2 games. Regain control of this game.
Spencer, Edey, another hook, good again.
No hesitation with the lineup on the floor for San Antonio.
Being guarded by Keldon Johnson, comes topside. Vince casts a 3, it's through! Vince Williams Jr. with a
on the floor. They double team Vince Williams, nice rhythm shot.
A dozen for Vince to go with 6 boards and 6
rebound for him is 5th rebound here early in this game.
Edey over Zubac, hooks and hits. Williams and Conjar.
They got to dominate in the size, Kevin, in the interior. Same as they did to start the game, go right back to it here.
Edey backing down, hooks and hits, just that easy. For the Clippers is their 2nd.
You see here, Kobe Brown doing all that he can to keep Zach Edey away from his post position, but
good luck.
Has no chance. And the Grizzlies, great job of recognizing that he had no chance.
They'll recycle. Edey backing down. Tower to catch and shoot 3, it's through.
Bad help there. Do him come play. Well, here's Kawhi Leonard, bad double team. There you see Tyronn Lue not back to the right person. The one-hand finish.
Deep position, Edey. Banks it in. Hanson had no chance.
How about a good job by Edey? Use the big-to-big passing.
Jeremy Grant turns it over. Stolen by Wells.
Nice find.
Again, Edey against Hanson. Finds Coward
Yes!
for 2. Timeout for Grizzlies early. 5 baskets, 5 assists. Coward is 2 of those. Deep position, Edey against Hanson. Hooks and got that one to drop in. Zach Edey, a dozen for him. Coward's the outlet, 7 to shoot. Finds Edey, who hangs and banks it in, and a foul.
Welcome back, Big
Edey in double figures with 10 and a chance for 11, and Cedric Coward dropping off his 2nd dime of the night.
I like the turning down of the 3 there by Coward. To then
averaging 13.8 points per game, but we've seen him in bigger roles come through, especially as a scorer. A little bit of a zone look here from San Antonio. Feed the big man. Injury, and now we'll see and monitor what Triple J can do down the stretch here. Hook inside, Edey with position for 2.
You can play dead. Edey right here, good hands, getting to the right spot. No wasted motion, straight up. Gets an easy one to go on the defense. Look at this, wide open shot.
Edey has the mismatch against Carter Bryant. Goes right to work for 2.
Partner, still the art of being able to post up right where you can catch and shoot. Nice look over the top.
Over the top, Edey.
Vince stuck inside, but at the end of the day, you say there's the big fella. You see the catch and the immediate finish with the left. No hesitation, quicker finishes from Zach Edey.
The Grizzlies go back to attacking the paint. You got the big fella in there. There you go.
There it is. It's an easy concept, partner. You listen, just give some earpieces to him. Don't get away from what is working. Minimal shot blocking in the game for the Sacramento Kings, and very little defense from their wing players to be able to stop the drop points. 9 assists, 3 rebounds also.
Gets a high screen from Edey, lobs it up. Edey can't get a shot away. Aldama against Murray, turns, finds Edey. Zach hooks and hits.
Performance in just a half of basketball. Stats were there, change shots, got
Edey, but Edey handled himself perfectly there. Vince driving,
what a pass.
Edey for 2.
What a pass. Vince, 2.
Vince Williams, 4 assists here at the top, and lots of energy. Coward sets up Vince, his lefty 3, rimming no. Coward on trampoline, Aldama gets it, finds Edey. Zach, his hook is home.
To box him out.
Grizzlies are plus 16 on the glass.
See there, good rebound.
the Grizzlies guards.
And this is where you're really missing having a true point guard. Edey floats it up and in. Rebound by Aldama. Santi, Edey,
Nice.
over Bay, too easy.
Nice look. Good rotator to get to the corner.
Vince stymied. What a wraparound pass to Edey for 2.
To another one of these games.
Shooter and possession for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, nice roll to the basket there by Zach Edey. And the reason why he was a 2-time player of the year in college was that move right there with the jump hook, and then again in the game making plays.
Edey underneath, just waits out the defense.
Back to back to the paint, stepping through, and then Jaren. His pass this time with the finish with Zach Edey.
And the board crosses over. In the lane, finds Edey, who hooks and hits.
And what's happening is because
Game. Over the top, Edey.
oh, great catch.
Against Reynolds.
Peter, you don't realize how great of a catch. Look at this catch. The ball is out of bounds. Zach LaVine thought he overran the play because he...
Barnes, shot clock already down to 3, looking for the delivery. It comes to Edey and he dunks and just did beat the shot clock. Shot more than anybody else in the league, but that one comes up short.
We talked about the expansion of his role, though. They'll go to him in those one-on-one scenarios. Nice find here, quickly inside to Edey.
Coward with the delivery. Have a review for a potential reckless closeout by Wells.
You see that the help comes, and then the Grizzlies, what they've done a great job is when it's been a smaller defender.
Fake. Rebound, Edey. Spencer attacking Christie off the bounce to a trailing Edey. Yes, and the foul. It's a second foul on Zubac.
We talked about the athleticism of the move right here shows you why. Trailing, takes the hit, the concentration, and still the finish. We are talking about athletic moves from Zach Edey this season. And
Jaren Jackson Jr. lost it, got it to Edey, and a bunch. The big fella.
the left hand. And then on the possession after that, Jaren loses the basketball, but gets it.
Incur additional fees, but $12 to get into a Grizzlies game and see that. On Sun getting the start tonight, no Robert Williams. Jaren lobbing, Edey finishing. Sacramento turnover. Edey, a 3. Bango! Big Maple with a big three-point man.
You see here, the Grizzlies get a turnover. Zach Edey has been a difference maker in his 3rd game back with this Grizzlies team.
So Cam Spencer, Vince Williams, those minutes are going to go to them. Mitchell, step back 3. Edey got a piece of it.
That D by Big Maple. Got to reward him.
Jaren will try for 3 and a foul. And they're going to call it on Cleveland. A dozen for Donovan Mitchell. But only 1 of 6 from three-point territory.
Good look ahead.
Look ahead, Edey. And Jared Allen has to foul. Evan.
Off it goes to Merrill. Mobley alley-oop. Allen couldn't finish. Right idea. Pack the rim. Right idea. Edey tries to hold off Mobley. Merrill comes.
Big schools, there's other paths to get to the NBA. It absolutely is, and it's more than one way to skin a cat. He's doing a great job as he's lining up this next one to knock it down.
Now.
Credit, DeRozan was fantastic.
And Monk is starting to find the range, although not that time of the rebound to Coward. Jackson, Edey, Coward, Williams, and Conchar for the Grizzlies. A look ahead for Edey. He was being held by Monk. New Orleans basketball. So at least the Grizzlies have a successful challenge so they can go again if they need to. Fears, his runner is off. It's boarded by Coward.
Good job, Edey, staying with the play.
And then banking it home.
And again,
Kamara. And Wells with a rebound.
Kamara now they're looking like Duop Reese, not wanting to go past the three-point line.
They're trying to feed Edey, who's back in the game. Over the top they go, and he was being held by Kamara. Kamara's a really good physical.
The quick reverse lay-in.
Mitchell feeling it. And Big Maple with his first rebound. Great outlet to Morant. Morant going to go by Mitchell and draw a foul on Donovan Mitchell. And
More activity. It's just been efficiency from Santi.
Edey, look at Big Maple run down the rebound off the long miss.
That move, but went backwards on the last steps. Why he didn't get the call.
And Klay Thompson is trying to turn back the clock here. Cooper Flag, a three. Edey and Gafford trying to box out. Trey Murphy, a three for the lead. It's off the back iron. Edey taps the rebound, and the Grizzlies have possession. Clippers have it back. A Kawhi three, rimming no. Edey cradles rebound number 19
in the game.
Levine. Edey with a rebound. Kings just 3 and 2. But on this trip, here's a step back three by Harrison Barnes. No, rebound Edey. But on this scoring opportunity for someone else. Barnes forced to put it on the deck. Lost the hook on the way up. It's gobbled up by Cornette. Shot clock at 6. A Vassell three. And Edey with a rebound. Vassell. Edey with a rebound. Cedric Coward, speed dribble. It's off the glass and in. Count it.
That should count. Yes, sir.
Oh. Leonard misses the three. Aldama. Drop off. Coward for two. Great drop off by Aldama. And the range from 3. Shot clock down to 4. Jarrett from the logo. It's a 3 and it's off. It's boarded by Edey, who goes back up, and Jared Allen defending. But the foul is going to be on Hunter. Third on Hunter. So foul problems up and down the lineup for Kenny Atkinson. Hunter with 3, Mobley with 3, and Mitchell with 4.
And this is one of those instances where you said
Coward looking for Edey, 10 to shoot. Cornette right there. Edey says, I'll do it myself. Double comes. Kick out. Williams will fire. Can't hit. Edey inside. He's just too big.
See how he kept it out there as Edey gets the rebound. He's a big man who plays.
Edey Waters, the third in the game for San Antonio, provides some more shooting. Connect. Cornette back out there, kick it, and Williams can hit the 3. Rebound, Edey. Doing his job.
Easier said than done, Reg. You can't just figure that out.
Coward hasn't been shy himself. In and out. Williams offensive rebound. Jackson all alone. Book it.
That's
in for Edey. And Williams, Jackson in rhythm. Back tap by Edey. Williams gets it to Conchar. Swing it, nearly taken away. 10 to shoot. Another opportunity here. Screen from Jackson. Williams dancing. Step back. Williams. No. Edey. Physical. And a foul staying here on Cornette.
Zach Edey putting on
there. It's a bonus.
Aldama drives, hangs off glass, too hard. Rebound battle for Edey. Offensive rebound. Wells a 3. It's long.
Patient. That opportunity will come.
Howard on the move against Murray. Baseline jumper off the side of the board. Edey offensive rebound.
Any early confidence, as if they were going to end that streak.
Sideline. Shot clock down to 7. Needs an outlet. Cedric Coward straightaway 3 off the rim. Edey offensive rebound. Took it away from Gafford. Missed on the
before advancing the ball.
Washington off balance. Edey the rebound. Edey averaging 7.3 rebounds since returning Vince Williams' three is off the back iron. Edey gobbles up the offensive rebound. It's up, it's off, but free throws coming for Zach Edey.
He was able to get the floater to go down in the second offensive rebound of the game for Zach Edey.
Floor coming into tonight's game from three-point territory.
But you had to remember, he did have 30 against this Grizzlies team.
Loose ball foul. Cisse. Vince drives against Cooper. Flag tries to create space. Leans into Flag. A tough contested jumper. Flag. Good position. Defense. Offensive rebound. Edey. G.G. Jackson trying to create off the bounce. Yep. Have not seen him return. Edey. Nice step in front and the steal. Conchar weaving his way through traffic. Had it blocked. Cisse with the rejection. Wells. Edey fouled. And Edey will go to the line for two.
Aldama again. Kept alive by Edey. Tipped it off the glass and then claimed it. Ends up being fouled in that sequence.
It's hard to keep him off the glass. I mean, mountain out there.
Huge. That dude is huge.
A Vince Williams three is well off. It's boarded by Edey. Vince in the lane against Williams. Wraps it around to Edey, who's fouled.
You stand there with just a hand up. Zach
Rebound!
Edey.
Oh, Zach Edey, the biggest offensive rebound of the game. And a foul, Klay Thompson. Wow.
The big Zamboni again impacting the basketball game. You see here, it's so hard because you have to, the thing about him is he's tall, but he's also strong. So you are physically fighting, but he still has the length to be able to attack the basketball.
Board and a chance to score quickly and keep some possibility of the door remaining ajar.
A Vince three off the back iron. Edey tapping, battling for it, got it back. Offensive rebound, swings the hook, left it short. Another rebound, that time he hooks it up and with 22. Picks up his second foul as you look at Zach Edey working on the offensive glass.
This is Z-Bounds 2.0. What Zach Edey was able to do on that possession there.
Jaren there on the inbounds pass. Sets up Coward for three. Edey, offensive rebound. He was being held by me. And now Williamson challenges Jackson on the baseline. Through the double team, and they scissor it away from him.
So Zach Edey has been fantastic in help defense here tonight.
Jackson against Williamson. Spins away. Coward going baseline. Edey
again. Real quickly, how much their impact you need for you to be successful.
Edey, offensive rebound and another Clipper foul. So more
important for them to come up with a great start here. A nice find here to Edey early.
Two-man game with Vince Williams. He drives down the lane. Edey off the follow. First lead of the game, 1 minute into the fourth.
The basket, you see there, Zach Edey on the glass.
Three remaining in regulation. Coward driving. Edey tipping, punching it back out. A Spencer three. Bingo! Cam Spencer coming up big in the fourth. The 20th in the first meeting between these two teams. Grizzlies won by 41. Jaren spins to the cup, tapped in by Edey. Jaren wanted to foul, but the Grizzlies got order. Aldama, skip pass. Coward put it on the deck, attacks, reverses, no. Tip in Edey. With a handoff, Caldwell Pope. The pull-up jumper will be short. Edey got it and laid it in. Shot clock at 6. A Coward three is long. Edey had the first look of the rebound. In the corner, Edey, and a deflection off of Barnes. What a play by the big fella.
7-4, out hustling everyone. 300 plus to the corner to save it and to knock it off of the Spurs to retain possession.
Jaren drives on Cornette. No, Edey puts it back up and in.
Offensive rebound putback.
Grizzlies lead at 103-99. Spurs just 1 of 7. Short shot clock. Vince for three. And Edey. Oh, wow, what a play to save it off of Hanson.
Look at the hustle. That's the want. Son had him blocked out very nicely. Zach Edey just refused to stay boxed out. Hustles, gets the Grizzlies.
Jaren driving. Missed the hook. Edey skies in for the rebound. Caldwell Pope drives, hangs, off glass and down, and the Coward. Edey offensive rebound, and Hanson got him at the 8.
Unlock him is turnover there by Morant.
Mitchell drives, and out of bounds of back. Mobley on the deck, on the attack, blocked by Edey, but a foul on the drive.
You don't have to reach. He'll be here. He'll be there to clean it up. You saw that the reach early, and you see the block late.
He made threes per game. There's 7 of 19 tonight. Ball feeding Jared Allen. He lost it. Vince saves it on the sideline, and Big Maple latches onto it. Vince,
nice
lead for Wells, who lays it. And again, Jaren Jackson Jr. with 5 fouls. Mobley drives, dishes. Jared Allen blocked by Big Maple. Mobley screens for Mitchell. Pick and roll, deflected. Edey.
If you're Zach Edey, control those minutes and paint points.
13.7 rebounds in his return to action. Vassell comes up short. You're missing the services of a number of players who haven't even played this year, including Brandon Clark at that big spot. As San Antonio looks to take advantage, Edey got the block on Cornette. It's ready with 7 to shoot. Working on Conchar. Pick and pop with Barnes. 3 to shoot. Attack mode. Oh, Edey says no.
Top of the defense to keep making great plays.
Westbrook, a drop off. Eubanks, the hook, no. Rebound Aldama.
From injury, one that the Grizzlies need as another defensive play there. Not talk about the versatility of Zach Edey. This is going to be a lob. He's able to read it quickly to come up with a deflection that then starts to
on his left hand.
The other thing, yes, it's just been Zach LaVine to the one person. Westbrook goes into his triple bag there. Haven't had a lot from Malik Monk, who has really been.
Grizzlies want to get Edey involved in the game early because coming back from injury and picks up the ball off the Williams. Nice dish. Gafford encounters Edey and then misses, and the rebound to Vince Williams. This is just the 4th time they've led at halftime, and they're 1-2. Christie drives, blocked by Edey. I don't even think he jumped for that. Cooper flag his first.
Well, it started on the defensive side. You get 2 defenders behind.
Williams had a good offensive first half. Checked by Wells, 5 to shoot. Gafford, Edey blocked it. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Dallas, but just 2.8 on the shot clock.
Zach Edey with the 3 fouls still does a good job there.
Najee Marshall got to stop the ball. Oh, Edey with the big swat, but picked up by Christie.
So this was Zach Edey for not playing a lot of basketball. His conditioning, very good.
Grabs his 12th. Respect he may be coming in for Edey, and Klay Thompson in for Christie.
Yeah, they're going to have to rotate.
So the question is, do you trade him, get something for him, and then build around that guy? Cooper flag. Grizzlies deny him at the rim. 3-second consecutive win for the first time this season. Gafford with a handoff for Flag. Flag guarded by Aldama. Williams drives underneath the bucket. Edey with a block. He blocked Gafford.
Boy,
Big Maple out there.
Yeah.
Standing tall.
By Spencer Jones.
And one thing you don't want to give is a high-octane offensive team multiple possessions, but the Grizzlies
really fouls. Williamson going downhill, which he loves to do. Edey. Oh, wow, a double team. Good job of collapsing on Williamson.
Good job, Zach Edey being there for the help position.
50% on mid-range shots. Sadiq Bey misses the 3. Rebound. And then a miss is Edey.
The rotations have been where they should be. There's not reaching. And they're making the Grizzlies have to score with Zach Edey.
Micah Peavy beat Zach Edey. Block shot. 6 on the shot clock coming back in. Don't lay it up there soft.
Peavy drives. Edey denies. Injury. He has been the most consistent player. Good D here by Jalen Wells.
Fears with the knockaway. Williamson spins away from Jaren, attacks Edey off the high glass. Rebounded Jaren, and he gets
here to start this 3rd quarter.
Wells against Fears, gets a screen from Williamson. Murphy with 10 to shoot, guarded by Vince. Drives, And then misses in the rebound to Edey. The fact that he didn't settle for the three. It was available. Alvarado to the scores table. Micah Peavy in. Misi on the attack. Hooks, misses. Good defense by Edey for New Orleans. Alvarado.
Good contest.
Edey with the denial of Misi at the
of this basketball game. If they can do that, then they'll be right back in it going into the half.
Edey with a rejection of Zubats early in that Denver game and missed the majority of it, but got the block on Zubac.
Would get by his defender, but Edey right there, long arms, able to recover.
Shakeout at the moment. They are late fourth quarter in that Oklahoma City Phoenix game. Zubats missing the hook against the defense of Edey. Chris Paul floating and a block by Edey. Wow. The big Zamboni.
His foot quickness is a lot better than people give him credit for. Look, he's not turned the right way. He has to turn his body around, run, and...
Well, I tell you, I said it earlier, it's hard to beat 7-4, man.
It's been back are plus 10 in rebounds per game. They were minus 3.5. Westbrook, and it's blocked.
Right from the outset of the game, Zach Edey's imprint made Keegan Murray's jump. He missed time.
Levine overlays and Edey gobbles
to get this lead.
Levine one-on-one drives. Edey offensive rebound. No reset of the shot.
Finish.
Don't forget he was a baseball player. Oh, Edey with a rejection, but picked up by Levine.
I thought that the ball was going that way. And then not only on the offensive end, clean.
Or rather, Keegan Murray with a rebound. Reynaud taking up station in the post. DeRozan finds Reynaud, rejected by Edey.
You gonna tell me that that guy is not athletic?
With 5 blocks.
Partner, he helped outside the lane on this side. And then the foot, did you see the foot turn the hit?
Last year in terms of the three-point shots.
Fox drives, underlays, tip, rebound, fall. Always agree with him, but
he's okay with that.
Yeah. Fox dumped down. Oh, Edey got a block.
And that is the way that Jalen Wells has been shooting the basketball over the last couple of weeks.
Well, this is a Clipper team that allows the opponents to shoot 39% from three. That's second worst in the league. Vince Zubats, he goes to the hook. Zubats, Vince Williams Jr. all over Kawhi Leonard. Collins, strong first half. He drives, can't finish. Rebound, Edey.
Jr. to initiate the offense, and good job. He's been able to find Edey a lot here lately as a miss
team. I mean, he's expecting these guys execution, and he's holding everyone accountable.
They are still clearing the wetness by the bench. Spurs play on. 2 to shoot. Johnson comes up short on the push.
DeRozan driving, dishing. Caldwell Pope got the knock away, and it results in a shot clock.
Side, get those layups and get those close little touches. It just worked for me on Thursday. He's averaging over 12 points and over 7 rebounds per game since he's been back.
Hardy misses a 3. Edey with a rebound. How about San Antonio had a season-low 8 3-point makes in their last game. They had 7 in the first quarter.
And a lot of it, though, partner, see the Grizzlies do a better job. Dribble penetration, good steal here by Edey getting back into the pass.
Rhythm to what he's doing. John Collins thought he was there, but then the pump fake happened, the foot movement, and all of a sudden he's cleansed himself for a wide open shot.
Harden. Jaren with the knock away. Blocked by Kawhi. Picked up by Dunn. Leonard slams on the brakes. Dunn. Zubats. Collins.
He lets the defense off the hook in doing that.
Dunn going behind the back. Grizzlies is at the rim. 16 for Collins tonight. Meanwhile, Coward has picked up his 4th double-double of the season. 5 going by in the third. A Harden 3. Nope. And I'll go with 9 rebounds and 3 assists.
Good hustle to get down to get that deep post position by Zach.
Avdia drives. 10 to shoot. Grant off the hand up. Off a handoff, rather. And Jaron with another defensive gem.
Phil getting out there first time around, obviously the impact was instant in terms of what you were able to do on both ends of the floor, but how did it feel to get out there for you?
Felt good. I mean, been waiting all season. My legs felt better than I expected. My wind, I didn't really catch it till like the third quarter, so I felt good out there.
What did you feel like was working best for you, more than you had even anticipated? I mean, that was a good front line you were going up against, but you were right there in the battle.
Shit, give the ball the trip, watch it work. Thought that worked pretty well.
The defensive impact and the rebounding, Isolo said that was going to be something that you were going to add instantaneously. Did you feel like you contributed from that standpoint?
Yeah, I take pride in protecting the rim, protecting the paint. I think like if you make a shot against us, you got to make a shot. You got to put something in the air. You got to hit a little float. You got to hit a jump shot. I take pride in kind of racing stuff at the rim.
And then lastly, what do you look to build on from this? What are you looking for over the next game or two games, and then progressively getting back to where you were?
Just like build as a team. Just keep going. I thought everybody played well. I thought everybody played hard today. I thought everybody competed, and it's a great spot for us all to build from.
Cool. Thank you.
A very encouraging performance from Zach. Brought a lot to us. Dominated the boards, physical presence. Our rim protection was at a completely different level than it has been so far this season. That's a great sign. He's taken a lot of steps forward during his rehabilitation, and it's great to see him back on the court. Overall, I like that lineup. It gives us a lot of length, a lot of defense, a lot of physicality, and even though we lost today, I thought there were overall a lot of positives in this performance. It was a big step up from the Boston game, and we competed. Wasn't enough today against this Cavaliers team.
So credit to them. Obviously, Edey coming back helps them a lot because they're in that drop now, and we offensively struggled against him, struggled against the drop. And it's tough against that team because when they got Jackson and Edey in there, you got that's like a wall. You got two great, not good rim protectors, two great rim protectors.
He didn't put up big numbers, but he was a plus 22, and I know you went with him in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
How big was he in that?
We needed his strength, against those two big guys. Just rebounding, ability to resist both of those big guys, he was great defensively. We were really debating. We're thinking about Naquan too, but we felt like we needed the size, we needed his strength to wall up against those guys. So, but we were searching. Joe, we were searching for combinations. We're throwing a lot against the wall, trying to get this thing going. The ball wasn't buzzing around. Again, that drop is something we haven't seen a lot. Most teams are up at the level now, and you can kind of get closeouts, but they drop and then they stay home at shooters. So it was good strategy by them. Obviously, Edey helps a lot in that, so there's another kind of puzzle we got to figure out because we'll see that coverage again, I'm sure.
Zach, this team took control early and never looked back. How were you all able to get back to playing winning basketball tonight?
Just focus on what we do, control the glass, limit turnovers, get good shots, and let the results be what they are.
You, Santi, and Jock combined for 66. Just how were you able to take advantage of the interior?
Like I said, just do what we do. Crash hard, get to the rim, get good shots, and it'll work out.
This was your first game back at FedEx Forum in front of the home fans tonight. Just how good did it feel to be playing back in Memphis?
It felt great, man. I've been waiting for this.
Well, everyone was excited to see you back here. This team puts up a season high in points, over 40 assists. You're down a lot of bodies, but how have you continued to embrace the next man up mentality?
Everybody on this team can go. We all know that, so it's just about who's ready for the night.
Great. Thanks so much, Zach.
How have you felt about Zach Edey's performance since he's returned from injury?
I'm very, very satisfied with Zach. 5 months absence from playing basketball and then coming in and impacting right away. We've had 3 good games here. Unfortunately, only 1 win, but we played really well for 6 quarters of those 2 games, and Zach's been a big part of that, just solidifying our inside defense, putting a ton of pressure on the rim with his rolls, with his offensive rebound, and I think we had over 20 shots more today than our opponent. Same thing, very similar. Sorry, very similar story in our previous game. So he's really helped the possession game too.
The offensive rebounding, how did you feel Edey impacted this game?
Oh, he dominated us.
Zach, just this kind of effort team-wide, defensively, the way you guys play. You talked about it on the radio interview afterwards, but to see the collective effort that you guys showed tonight to pull this one out, what does that say about the progress that you guys have made?
I think it just says a lot about the group and the pride that we have and being the more physical team and controlling that paint. They made some threes, they made some shots and went on some runs, but I never felt like in the second half they got to the paint and got to the layups and like they did in the first half. I think that was a big emphasis for us, kind of going from first half to second half, really controlling the paint, don't let them bully us. I feel like they're the more physical team in the first, and we came up and we kind of flipped that on its head in the second.
Isolo said that at halftime you guys didn't have to watch video because you knew exactly what you needed to do. It was player-led from that standpoint. What was that like and then to come out and show?
Like I said, it just kind of speaks to the guys we have in here. Everybody knew that we weren't doing what we were supposed to do in that first half, and they kind of made us look silly a few times because of it. So we kind of came out with the new folks in the second half, and right from the jump, I felt like we changed that.
We had a hard time there in the fourth, though, probably late in the fourth, generating good looks. But it's tough with Edey. You have 2 7-footers out there making it tough at the rim. We had a really good job sharing it, I think, for the most part.
Get into the paint.
Yeah, there's a challenge there. You can bring a small in. You can bring a small in and stretch Edey out, but you give up something on the defensive end. It's going to be a tough on the other end. And Eve played well. He played well, but it's tough when they just park him there. On what you're going to do with Eve. We tried some different things. We got some stuff in the first half. And obviously they were sitting on it a little more in the fourth quarter too. But they're big and they're physical. They make it tough on Z, but we'll continue to look at ways to that game. Edey's a load though. I mean, he's tough. But I love the way, especially our bench came out and they carried a bulk of that game. So that was the thought process. And again, I could have gone small to spread the floor out with Z. But again, you're battling 2 7-footers on the other end. That makes it tough.
Yeah. Speaking of that, JB.
Pushing that. When it becomes a half-court game against them, it's going to be a challenge. Not just us, but in general. They're a very good half-court defensive team.
It's always great playing against him. He's a traditional center just like myself, so kind of going up against him in similar styles, so I can kind of compare and contrast. He's had a lot of success. I think he was first team all-defense last year. He's been a good player for a really, really long time, a few years at least. So it's always cool kind of going against him and seeing where I stack up. He's someone I looked at in college. It's like, I can do a lot of things he can do. I feel like I always try to go improve.
4 out of 5, man. What's the vibe on the team right now, man?
Feeling great. We're feeling great.
Zach, how do you, the bench outscores their bench 47-15. How much of a boost does that give you guys as the starters to know that they can step in the game and change the course?
Big time. I mean, our bench has been big time every game. I feel like we just got a really deep team. We got a lot of guys that can go, and we got, even people in the starting lineup right now that stepped up and filled the roles that they need to fill. And it just kind of speaks volumes to the type of team we have.
It's a collective effort, obviously, but this team has a winning record now since you've come back. You know what I mean? What does that say about just when the pieces get back and everybody gets here, how good can this team still be?
Yeah, I mean, I always just tell people to be patient with us. Once we get healthy, I think we got a really good squad.
Size out there to kind of match up with Memphis?
Yeah, we only went small when Londale came into the game, so he's not really a big to me. He's the same size as everybody else on the floor. And so when Edey came back on the floor, we got Zoo back on the floor every time. So, just got to be faster to the ball. We got to do a better job of rebounding.
Zach, this trip, these 3 games, one thing that's been a constant has been your execution in the fourth quarter and able to win games. What's been going so well in the final frame for you guys here?
Like you said, we're just executing at a high level. We're controlling the paint. No second chance points, it feels like, in the fourth quarter. No easy shots, and then we're just rebounding and finishing possessions. I think we're playing real good in the fourth.
Speaking of rebounding, you said last year that rebounding's kind of a rhythm thing. Like everybody talks about scoring being a rhythm thing, but rebounding can be a rhythm thing too. You in a good rhythm right now, getting bored?
Absolutely, great rhythm.
What's going well? What are you seeing so well?
I'm just seeing the ball at the rim real well. I'm getting my position where I wanted to go, and it just feels like it's just coming to me.
It's been a great rhythm with you and Vince, too. Vince being able to find you a lot. How have you guys been able to get a relationship on the floor so well, so quick?
It really started in my rehab. He was kind of going through rehab at the same time. I've always loved playing with him. He's just going to compete. He's going to defend at a high level. He's going to defend that ball screen, and then he's going to facilitate on offense, look for everybody, look at everybody involved. He's real fun to play with.
We're getting 5 and 6 games now that you guys have won. 4 straight on the road that you've won. Are we getting closer to where you guys want to be?
Yeah, every game. We just keep stacking wins. That's exactly where we want to be.
Zach, congratulations. Great game tonight. Great win.
Thank you.
When in context with the way you've been playing, how gratifying is it to see your impact, but also impacting the team in this way?
It's been feeling great. I feel like everybody's been playing really good basketball. Executing kind of the game plan and the vision. Like we're controlling the paint every game. I think we're winning that rebound battle. Teams are having to take jump shots, having to take floaters, and we're getting around the rim. I think that's kind of the style of play we always want. We're always looking for.
This is a familiar line of production for you. 30 and almost 25 blocks. How much of your game expanded a little bit more since last year?
I just feel comfortable this year. Feeling real comfortable. Kind of settling in a little bit. I feel like I'm back at Purdue a little bit. Just comfortable.
5 of your last 6 games. When did it start to click? When you guys started playing together, playing this type of ball on both sides of it?
I say when I got back, I think we started playing. Like at least it's hard for me to tell when I'm on the bench, kind of how everything's feeling. But since I've been back, I think we've been playing great. I think we've been executing on offense. We've been getting into actions every possession. On defense, I think we've been taking away the paint. It started even in those 2 losses against Cleveland, against San Antonio. I think we did some really good things, and then just kind of kept carrying it over to every game. And we've been playing great.
And what about Spencer? He seems like he's been.
He hasn't missed all summer. It's incredible to watch.
I guess it's hard not to start with Zach Edey and the impact that he's been able to make just since he's come back. But tonight, what had it working for him tonight?
He had a big size advantage inside, and we went to him early and often. There were really nice plays. He was carving out space inside, but also how our guys, Vince out of pick and roll, Jaren out of the post, kept finding him on that front rim. Great job overall by him and the whole team acknowledging or recognizing that that's where the advantage is, and that opened up then shooting opportunities for the other guys too.